Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the scale. And so let me ask you, did you weigh yourself this morning? Did you actually like the number that you saw, or did you expect something lower, right? So oftentimes when we're looking to lose weight, we put so much emphasis on that number on the scale, don't we? And, sometimes if you get on the scale in the morning and you see that it's down, you get overly excited. And if it's not what you want to see, you might actually get a little bit depressed or pissed off. And so we've all been there, and I want you to stop beating yourself up over it if it's not the number that you want to see. And so whenever a client comes in and they tell me, I want to lose, let's say, 50 pounds and get in shape. And they say, if I could just get down to blank, a certain number, if I could just get down to 150 pounds, I'll be good. Well, how about choosing to be good right now and having strategies and a plan to help you get to your goal, right? So while setting goals is really great, the scale certainly doesn't tell the whole story. And it can actually send you, and send me, it has in the past, on an unnecessary roller coaster of emotions. It can send people off to emotional eating. And that emotional roller coaster actually kind of sucks, doesn't it? If you've been there. So trust me, I know it can actually be difficult to stick to a specific nutritional plan. That's why it's great to have flexibility. And most people do abandon a diet a few weeks later, especially if it's a restrictive diet, and they gain all that weight back plus more. And research shows that 98% of diets fail. People regain weight after 2 years, and many of them gain more weight. So dieting really does suck, doesn't it? I mean, it serves a purpose if you really want to lose the weight, if you have a goal of getting on stage, let's say, for competition, or if you have a wedding coming up or a special event. Sometimes people really restrict just to get that, last 5 to 10 pounds off before that event perhaps, and then they start eating again and it all comes back on. The thing about the scale is that it doesn't take into account the different types of tissue in the body, right? Muscle versus fat. And women can actually gain between 5 all the way up to 10 pounds in a matter of a week, depending on different factors, hormonal, or even their menstrual cycle. And so another thing that I'd like for you to actually kind of ditch is that BMI, because I actually went on today just to check what my BMI is. And for a woman who's 5'4", 47 years old, I weigh right now 148 pounds, and it says that I'm overweight. And so I just find that kind of funny, because on stage, when I competed at, very, low body fat considering for a woman, I was still 135 pounds. So I want you to remember that that scale doesn't define you. If you set out to lose 100 pounds in a year, let's say, that is a fantastic goal to have. And if you manage to lose, let's say, 85, you might consider yourself to be a failure. After all, you set that goal and you failed to achieve it. But you still lost 85 freaking pounds, right? So that could have been something that you had struggled with for years, and you accomplished to release and shed 85 pounds. So I truly want you to see it not as a failure, but as a win, and be proud of that accomplishment instead, right? So how could you track your success instead? A few tips, right? I mean, the scale does serve a purpose. You need a starting point if you're on a weight loss journey. Of course, you need to know where you're starting at, right? And it does have a few purposes, but being so focused on it can be very unhealthy for people and can send people into, especially if they had issues with disordered eating, binge eating, emotional eating, can send them on that roller coaster. So, and I want you to remember that The journey to a healthier weight, a healthier body is more of a marathon, right? It's not a sprint. It doesn't happen overnight. And changes from day to day in your body can be very, very small, and they're difficult to quantify. You might not see it, right? But other people might see it, and you'll notice different things perhaps in the way your clothes fit, let's say. So really looking at it over a longer period of time. So I recommend weighing yourself, and I know it sounds crazy, like maybe even once a month or once every 2 weeks. At least put 2 weeks in there to allow your body that time to make the adjustments that it's needing to make. And make sure that when you do weigh yourself, that you weigh yourself at the same time, right? So if you started off your weight and you weighed yourself first thing in the morning before eating anything, then that's when you'd want to weigh yourself. If you weighed yourself at night, well, at nighttime after eating all day, you will be heavier, just knowing that, right? So most people do like to weigh themselves in the morning. Secondly, I want you to look at your body composition rather than the number on the scale. So you can, take before pictures, do a picture a month or 2 months later, right? And you'll see the difference in your body through pictures. That's one way. Also taking measurements, right? Make sure you're measuring in the same spot every time. And as well, you could maybe get weighed on a scale that actually shows body fat percentage, lean body mass. Now, they're not 100% accurate, but it's a starting point. Some people will even get the calipers done to do body fat that way. And maybe set goals that are not weight oriented and keep a journal. So if you're on this weight loss journey, maybe bringing awareness to how you feel. Do your clothes fit better? Do you have more energy? Are you sleeping better? I know plenty of women who are, 135, 145 pounds. And you know what? They're not healthy and they're not fit. And I know some other women who might be 170 pounds and who are strong and healthy and fit, right? So remember that it's more than that, number on the scale. So, ask yourself, how do you feel this month compared to last month or the month before? And, just realizing that some people just might want to say, screw the scale, right? Don't focus on it. So I want to just let everyone know that I'm doing an information session next week, the 24th of May on Thursday at Jim Gilbert's boardroom. And I'm going to be talking all about hypnosis, what it isn't, what it is, how it works. I'm also going to be giving information on the new virtual gastric band hypnosis, how that works, what's involved. And if you'd like to register for that, I will post the link below after I'm finished the video. And you can register for that. That'd be great if you're interested. So I'm wishing you great day. My name's Lynn Thier. I'm a certified board trainer of hypnotherapy, a hypnotist, and your mental fitness trainer. So wishing you a great day, everyone. And bye for now.